President Ibrahim Traore's 50,000 home housing mega project in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore to build 50,000 affordable homes for low-income citizens. Ouagadougou, July 2025. In a bold move to tackle housing shortages and reduce poverty, Burkina Faso's transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, has announced the launch of a massive public housing project that aims to build 50,000 affordable homes for low-income and vulnerable communities across the country. The initiative, part of the government's National Social Development Plan, is intended to improve living standards, restore dignity to marginalized citizens, and strengthen national cohesion. Project overview. Scope: 50,000 low-cost housing units. Target beneficiaries: displaced persons and conflict-affected families, low-income workers including farmers, informal sector workers and street vendors, civil servants with low salaries, single mothers and widows. Locations: major urban centers like Ouagadougou, Bobo-Dioulasso. Conflict-hit regions in the north and east. Select rural communities. Design: eco-friendly, low-cost materials. 2 to 3 room structures with water, electricity, and sanitation. Access to nearby schools, clinics, and public services. Government objectives: 1. Combat urban slums, replace overcrowded and unsanitary informal settlements with safe, planned housing. 2. Promote social equity, ensure every Burkinabe, regardless of status, has access to decent shelter. 3. Create jobs, employ thousands of local workers, engineers and artisans in construction and maintenance. 4. Boost national unity, bridge inequality gaps and offer displaced populations a fresh start. President Traore's statement: this project is not just about buildings. It is about restoring hope, dignity, and equality. Housing is a right for all Burkinabe, not a luxury for the few. Implementation timeline. Phase 1, 10,000 homes by mid-2026. Full completion, 50,000 homes within 4 years. Partners: national construction companies, Ministry of Infrastructure, and international development agencies. Public reaction. The announcement has been widely welcomed by civil society, humanitarian groups, and urban planners who have long called for inclusive development. However, experts stress the need for transparency, strong management, and continued security to ensure success, especially in regions affected by terrorism and displacement. Ibrahim Traore is a Burkinabe military officer who seized power in a coup in September 2022 and has led the country as its interim president since October 6, 2022. Born on March 14, 1988 in Kera, Burkina Faso, he studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou, then joined the military in 2009, rising to captain and serving in UN peacekeeping and jihadist insurgency missions. Rise to power. September 2022 coup, he led junior officers to overthrow Captain Damiba due to frustration over the failure to curb jihadist spread. He became head of the junta, the Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration, and interim president. Policies and agenda. Anti-colonial tilt, his expelled French troops, pursued ties with Russia, and helped launch the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger. Economic nationalism, renegotiated gold contracts, nationalized mines, rejected IMF, World Bank loans, and is working on a regional currency. Industrial push, launched cotton and tomato processing plants, cement factory, reopened textile and gold panning initiatives, and promoted infrastructure, including 900 construction vehicles. Agriculture and housing, distributed tractors, pumps, seeds, and built housing for displaced people. Cultural branding, embracing Thomas Sankara's legacy, opening his mausoleum, renaming streets, and reviving Fespaco to promote Pan-African identity. Support and criticism. Populist appeal, many Africans, especially youth, see him as a strongman fighting corruption and neocolonialism. Propaganda concerns, his cult of personality is partly fueled by Russian media, AI-generated content, and disinformation campaigns across Africa. Security and rights issues. Despite efforts, jihadist violence has intensified. Over 17,000 deaths since 2022. Control dropped to less than 50% of territory. Reports cite human rights abuses, censorship, forced conscription, and violent military operations. The outlook. Traore represents a new wave of Pan-African nationalist leadership, anti-Western, self-reliant, culturally revivalist. He's positioned Burkina Faso as a frontline state in a Russian-backed Sahel axis. Yet, ongoing insecurity, authoritarian consolidation, and limited civilian freedoms cast shadows over how sustainable and democratic his revolution may prove to be. If you'd like deeper dives on his economic policies, military strategy, or regional diplomacy, just say the word.